when you lifted up the
Yeah,
veil,
yeah.
how was that moment for you?
It's actually funny. So I don't know if you guys heard the sound bit, but when I walked up there, I looked at them. I'm like, "What are you guys doing? You guys knitting?" They're like, "No, no, 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 we're not knitting. This isn't knitting." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." Um, but yeah, no, it was kind of like a, I want to say, out of body experience. It was just it makes you like really think into the future when you do something like that. I
Yeah,
obviously never done that before. It's a big moment, and it means a lot to, especially a woman who's the end goal here is for that. So yeah, it was one of those things where I was going with the flow, and I lifted it up, and I was like, wow, this is actually a very like rewarding. This could be a very rewarding moment if it was like in real time. I can see why people value this moment in their lives so much, because you lift that up and it's just like the unveiling of like the rest of your life. Your forever is right there. So
So you
yeah, I was just,
so you envisioned like in that moment, like you at the altar doing all that because
how can you not, right? You're lifting
yeah,
up a veil. There's really nothing else
yeah.
you're thinking about at that
I
point.
mean, I could think back where like other guys on this show have been in that situation where it's like either they're, they start looking at wedding rings or the unveiling of a veil and they
Yeah.
get intimidated, man. It didn't really look like you were rattled at all. Like you were all in, all for it.
Yeah, no, I think having such a good day up until that point definitely helped with like the nerves and not being like thrown off by anything that was getting thrown at us on this date. So the veil thing was just another part of the date, and I was just like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm kind of living in the moment here. I lifted the veil up, threw it back, and I was like, wow, you look amazing. Obviously, this is like a big moment for us, and obviously we shared a kiss, and the rest is history. So
Absolutely.
so when you when you share that kiss with her under the veil, like Brian had mentioned, some guys like step out, get scared. You were very strong in your position.
I
Confident.
appreciate that.
At that moment, could you see yourself getting down on a knee?
Yeah, I mean, I think, in that very, very moment, that was our first one-on-one date. But it was definitely something that crosses your mind, in terms of, like I said, the situation that you're in. You're unveiling, you're lifting a veil over, a young lady's head, and it's a part of the experience. So all you can think about is down the line. All that you think about is this something I could see with this person? Is this something that is in our future together? So it was definitely something that crossed my mind for sure in that moment.